The Magnolia State's most trusted statewide news source. 24 hours. News Mississippi.
Good afternoon. I'm Courtney Carter with News Mississippi, and these are the top stories for today. It's January 2nd. Now, first, we're going to talk about the highway patrol and those roads. Now, of course, with New Year's going on, they did have their checkpoints and their roadblocks out. Now, here's the numbers from that. The Highway Patrol nabbed during the holiday checkpoints over 2,000 tickets. Now, that's 78 DUIs, 78 seatbelt tickets. Also, there were about 10 kids who weren't in the proper child restraints. Unfortunately, there were 70 crashes, about 24 injuries, 2 deaths, unfortunately, over that holiday period. Now, this does not include the city roads, the county roads. These are just the roads that the Highway Patrol would have been cruising, not your county and city police. Now we're going to look ahead to the legislative session 2015, and it's going to be all about education. It all ties into MAEP and having it fully funded. Now, with Republicans being in control and the way MAEP is written with that formula, it's probably not going to be pushed through that way. However, the head of the Democratic caucus, Bobby Moak, he was on with Paul Gallo, and he says it needs to happen because that's where the classroom is where kids learn what they need to know to add to the workforce later. So we need to be siphoning the money into the classrooms. That's what Bobby Moak says. However, don't think that that is what's going to happen with MAEP because of the Republican control and the way that it's written, because the Republican side says that it would take away money from other places like our state colleges. Now, the legislative session begins January 6th at the Capitol. And now we're going to look at weather in the more immediate future. There's a chance of severe thunderstorms and severe weather this weekend, especially in central Mississippi, where the highs will reach the 70s. Now, that severe weather is expected south of the Delta and down through Hattiesburg, with the greatest risk being this little line from Yazoo and Atala counties, Meridian, central Mississippi, also Simpson County and Natchez. Now, flooding is a concern today and Saturday. There's also a risk of hail, high winds, and maybe even tornadoes this weekend. So you need to have a plan in place for your family in the event that that severe weather comes, and also have your severe weather radio in place. Also, to move on to something a little bit more cheerful, it's the first babies of 2015, so happy birthday and happy new year to them. Now, the first baby in Mississippi was born in Jackson, UMMC, at 12:31 a.m. Now, that's baby boy Fred Earl Kinsey III. He was 5 pounds, 12 ounces, 18 and a half inches long. Now, some of the other first babies in Mississippi, they were at Starkville, Tupelo, Hattiesburg, and Meridian. Now, there was also a deadly shooting over the weekend. We've got all the details on that at NewsMS.fm. For News Mississippi, I'm Courtney Carter.